Hello again, Cliff McWilliams here with Corporatist Nation. And I'm coming to you today to talk a little bit about the recently suspended Bernie Sanders campaign. Now, I would watch Bernie Sanders and, he was just playing too nice. And some people, Jimmy Dore in particular, have been calling Bernie's his intensity of operating his campaign had a bark, but it didn't have any bite, and it bothered me. But I still was supportive of him and voted for him. But his position in history is forever tarnished because he just would not do what was required to be successful fighting the uphill battle that may have been overcome, but not without pulling out all the stops. I mean, Bernie Sanders, his best moment was in the one-on-one debate with Joe Biden, where he completely pulled Joe Biden off the stage by calling him out as the liar that he is. Social Security, the whole nine yards. But he wasn't prepared enough to line and verse and just completely lay Joe Biden out with his own facts. He's depending on the controlled mass media to do it for him. And now Bernie has thrown in the towel. I'm hopeful that he's not going to endorse Joe Biden, the rapist, hashtag the demented rapist that he is, and endorse the corporatism that is in play here and has been for a long time. He needs to do one of two things. Firstly, he needs to just step back from the entire campaign apparatus altogether. And as Jimmy Dore said, he shouldn't leave his name on these ballots in other states because, you're going to have low turnout and he's going to get keel-hauled and he won't have any leverage when it comes to the convention. What I would recommend and have recommended is that, and what Jimmy Dore recommended going back further, is that Bernie run as an independent. He's got plenty of time to do it, to change lanes and go after Joe Biden the way he should have during this primary campaign, notwithstanding the systemic election fraud that took place in concert with the alliance with the corporatist, fascist, controlled mass media working against him. But what Bernie needs to do, if he's not going to do that, then he needs to step back and go green. Who can we get? Nina Turner? We need somebody with some charisma and some oomph and some veracity to go up as the third party candidate and, get that 5%. Because Joe Biden's going to lose. Nobody in their right mind can think that Joe Biden, were he to be the candidate going forward to face off against Donald Trump on the debate stage, no one can possibly entertain Joe Biden acquitting himself in any even remotely menial fashion. This guy is going to get his keister handed to him in no uncertain terms because his background is so poor. He can't criticize President Trump on any issue, in particular not the issue that goes along with his chasing women. And in fact, I think that Tara Reid is entirely credible, 100%. And she's credible not only on her own words and presentation, but the fact that she told a couple other people way back at the time that she was assaulted by the now former vice president. And of course, Joe Biden does have at least stage 3 dementia. So this is on the Democratic Party. It's not on Bernie Sanders voters, not in the least. This is totally on the Democratic National Committee, fully owned by the top 0.1%, who are doing the bidding of the donor class. So I'm in agreement with Jimmy Dore, and I have criticized this episode quite a bit in the last couple of months. So it's up to you folks, and I think voting your conscience is the way to go here. We cannot codify the fascist Democratic Party. We need to bring it to its knees. And that's about all I have to say on that right now. I'll continue to do these videos, and I'm fully engaged in ensuring that Joe Biden or whomever they put up as the vice presidential choice, who will probably take over for Joe Biden. I don't care who it is on the Democratic ticket. I'm not voting for him. It could be, who knows? you just pick some live person out of the Democratic Party and put him up, and I'm not going to vote for him. So that's it. We have no democracy. Bernie had a chance to really stand up as a candidate to go on the offensive to restore democracy, but he chose otherwise. He's really as owned as any of the other people, but in a different fashion. And all these people are bought and paid for. Nancy Pelosi, the whole crew. Donald Trump is out-lefting the Democratic Party right now. The Nancy Pelosi's, the whole crew. So where do you go? The only place we have left to go would be, in an organized fashion, the Green Party, and to go there en masse. So that's what I'm encouraging people to do. I hope a good candidate steps forward and goes green, because we can upset the apple cart at minimum. And don't worry about pulling the Democratic Party to the left, because anything they say cannot be trusted, especially out of the mouth of Joe Biden or Tom Perez or any of these other really deplorable people. Those are the real deplorables. The deplorables are the establishment Democratic Party. Those are deplorables. Thank you very much. Again, this is Cliff McWilliams, and I'll be coming to you soon with some more ideas on what my thoughts are. Whether you care or not, I'm gonna be putting them out there, and you see what you think, and you can write some comments. It's wide open, and we go from there. Thank you very much.